What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut, and today we're going to be discussing the Andrew Cashner trade, which occurred back on July 29th, 2016. Now, this was a 7-player swap between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. So without further ado, let's jump right in. We'll start by discussing the Miami Marlins, who got the aforementioned starting pitcher, Andrew Cashner. Now, Cashner would only go on to spend 2 months in Miami, and he didn't do that well. He pitched to a 1-4 record with a 5.98 earned run average, and he would end up walking at the conclusion of the season. So it wasn't a great acquisition for them. But how did the other 2 players that got do? The next one we're going to look at is relief pitcher Tayron Guerrero. And Guerrero, he would make 21 appearances for the team over 2 years, and he once more didn't do that great. He pitched to a 5.8 earned run average, and then he ends up getting released by the Marlins. Lastly, we have starting pitcher Colin Rea. Now, Colin Rea is an interesting case. He made a single appearance for the team in which he pitched 3 1/3 innings, and then he ends up leaving that game hurt, and he ends up getting put on the IL. Now, shortly after this, he gets traded back to the Padres as the Marlins felt that he had been previously hurt. And basically they said, well, you send us damaged goods, we want to get a player back. So the Marlins reacquired starting pitcher Luis Castillo. Yes, that Luis Castillo. So Luis Castillo, he spent the rest of the 2016 season in the minors, and the Marlins, seemingly ready to get rid of him, traded him away as a part of a package deal to acquire starting pitcher Dan Straley. Now, Dan Straley, he was an okay pitcher for 2 years in Miami, and he ended up getting released just before the 2019 season. He was a 15-15 pitcher with a 4.20 earned run average for the Marlins. So, not great, but not bad at all. Serviceable innings eater for a rebuilding franchise. So, next we're going to look at the Padres. So, the Padres got 4 players in exchange for the 3 that they sent to Miami. The first one we'll look at is outfielder Josh Naylor. Now, Naylor, he would spend 3 years in the minors before getting called up. Now, while in San Diego, he did play a year and a half in the majors, and he hit .253. Now, he ends up getting traded away. We'll discuss this in a future video. This is going to be a Mike Clevinger trade breakdown in the future. It's way too soon to look at that one. That was the 2020 deadline. Of course, Clevinger hasn't played in 2021. He won't play in 2021, so it wouldn't be fair to discuss that trade. Next, we have relief pitcher Carter Capps. So, Carter Capps would struggle in a single season, pitching to a 6.57 earned run average over 11 games. Now, he would be demoted to the minors for the rest of that season, and then he would walk. Next, we have starting pitcher Jared Cozart. Now, Cozart, he went 0-5 over 15 starts for San Diego with a 5.58 earned run average. He ends up getting demoted, and then he would eventually walk as a free agent. Now, the Marlins had acquired him, Cozart, in a previously discussed trade breakdown, 100 one. That will be linked in the description below in case you're interested in that. Lastly, for San Diego, we have starting pitcher Luis Castillo. And Castillo, he ended up spending a few days in the minors before he got sent back to Miami, like we discussed before. And so San Diego got back starting pitcher Colin Rea for him. And Rea, he was diagnosed with a torn UCL, and he underwent Tommy John. This forced him to miss all of the 2017 season, and then he would spend 2018 in the minors rehabbing before being released. All in all, not the best, but it could have been worse. So lastly, we have the Cincinnati Reds. Now, the first player we're going to look at is starting pitcher Luis Castillo. So Castillo, he ends up getting promoted in the summer of 2017 to the big leagues. He had a decent rookie year, and he finished 8th in Rookie of the Year voting. Now, he did regress slightly in the 2018 season, but he was still good enough on a younger team that he was named the opening day starter for the 2019 season for the Reds. He had a solid year. He went 15-8 with a 3.4 ERA. As a result of this, he would make the All-Star game. Now, despite a 4-6 record in 2020, Castillo, he did well by other metrics, including a 3.4 ERA, or a 3.4 ERA. Now, he started off the 2021 season horribly, but he has rebounded well since. So, it should be noted, he's the only player still on his team from this trade, and his WAR is as of July 2nd, 2021. So, normally I would have done July 1st. He started July 1st, so I said, we'll give him that start. So, Cincinnati also got 2 more players. They got relief pitcher Austin Bryce, and Bryce, he made 55 appearances over 2 years, and he went 2-3 with a 5.4 ERA before being waived. Lastly, we have outfielder Zeke White, and he spent 2 years in the minors before being released. So who won this trade? So from the original two teams, really nobody won. The Marlins quote-unquote won this trade with a negative .2 WAR. The Padres got a negative .7 WAR. The real winners are the Cincinnati Reds, who walked out with a 9.8 WAR, and that WAR should still continue to grow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was the Andrew Cashner trade. Have a good rest of your day.